I would go if I could, by the way.
Thanks.
I
I
think
would go too.
No, I think it's like an 8-hour drive for me. Like,
Okay.
but
Yeah, it's like two for me.
yeah, that's what
SummerSlam 2024.
SummerSlam.
That's what
That's
we're
what we're
here
talking
for.
about. Yes. Welcome.
Um,
I'm Sack. I almost said I'm Maz. I'm not Maz. I'm
you should
Sack.
be.
I should be
Maybe you
Maz.
want to be. I
I'll
don't
be
know.
Maz for Halloween.
All right. So we are 6 days away from the biggest
Mhm.
party of the summer,
Mhm.
SummerSlam, Cleveland. The mistake by the lake. It is in the football stadium. Tickets are probably very high at the moment because it's a hot product. And we got the
I'm sorry,
card.
I've never heard it called Mistake by the Lake before. That is
Really?
fucking hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah.
we call it that all the time here.
Well, of course you do. You're fucking in Pennsylvania and it's in Ohio. Like you guys talk shit about each other all the time. It's what you guys
Yeah.
do. It's like how we talk about Illinoisans, which kind of sucks because I'm an Illinoisan living in Wisconsin. But whatever.
Sackshop.io.
There you go.
Donate, buy, send wiener pics, whatever you need to
Oh,
do.
please. That's always appreciated.
Yeah,
Dude, this card is fucking sick.
it
Talking about it
is.
being a hot ticket.
I'm looking at it right now and I'm kind of getting chubbed up.
I was gonna say if it's gonna rain, that's gonna really ruin it. Like
Mm-hmm.
that'll ruin the outdoor feel. Like that ruins it
It
right
will.
off the bat. But if
It
I were
will.
you and it's nice, if it's gonna be okay, if I could, I would, trust me. Because it's gonna be a hell of a show.
It looks really good on paper.
Yeah.
All right. Damian Priest defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther. Is it time?
I think Gunther is gonna whoop the shit out of him. Like I really do. But at this point, I don't think he's gonna drop it. I really thought they would let him roll to SummerSlam and he would just he wouldn't be ready for it, blah blah blah. This is gonna be a stretch. This isn't Gunther's night. I think Gunther's gonna have to chase. He's gonna have to get desperate.
Do you
I like
have
this.
the Judgment Day come in, cost
Probably.
Priest the match, and give it that way? That way, Damian doesn't lose his heat.
Disqualification, you mean, so that you can't?
I'm saying, they go to hit Gunther because he doesn't. That's the whole story, right? Is he doesn't want any interference.
Okay, I got you. So then you're not really
killing Damian.
Yeah,
and then you have a feud, and
I don't know. So okay, from a booking standpoint, okay, I don't know why we're doing this straight booking now, but like it kind of that's nice. I like it, but the problem is I don't think it ever pays off for Damian because I don't think Damian can come back and take it off of Gunther. Personally, I think Damian's going to have to withstand the onslaught, get his ass kicked, grow, and do shit like that. I think he's going to hold him off. I don't think Gunther takes the title this weekend.
It seems like they're trying to push Damian as more of a baby face. So
yeah, and I agree. I do think that there is room for Judgment Day to cost him the match, but it could turn into a costing him the match. And it's not a no disqualifications match. So Gunther gets the win, but he doesn't get the belt, which pisses him off. I kind of like that. It might not go that way. I love doing fantasy booking, but for all like other things, I think Damian has a little bit to prove after Money in the Bank. It wouldn't have been Money in the Bank. Yeah, money, right?
Yeah, so.
Money in the Bank. Yeah. Like I feel like there's a little something that he needs to prove. And I think Gunther is on such a heater right now. And his spots on Raw, like where he's been on the mic and the crowd wants to like boo him like they do Damian and shit, and he doesn't take it. He talks right through him. He's much better on the mic than I thought he would be. He seemed very rigid and like that Eastern European, like Victor Kozlov, like rah, rah, rah. But he's not. He's not at all. He's boom. So I like this feud. I like this match. I want to see it multiple times.
Awesome. Next match, Bayley defending the women's championship against Nia Jax.
This will be the shittiest match of the night.
What was the NXT show? Was it London where they had the Bayley the champion against Nia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I don't know why they want to kill Bayley with Nia. Like there has to be somebody else, right?
There's so many other people.
Could it be Tiffy? Tiffy time?
It could be. I don't know. Maybe that would be amazing. Oh my God, that would be awesome. But it would also like Bayley. I mean, I love Bayley. I want to see Bayley go. I mean, I don't know. I don't like it. Don't like it.
Right.
Don't like it. Don't want to watch it. Don't want to see it.
Right.
I don't want to see Nia and Bayley, but we're gonna see it. So.
And these two matches are because they won the King and the Queen of the Ring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been Bayley against Valkyria.
Dude, that would be sick.
Right?
I would be excited right now if it was Bayley and Valkyria because she's good. She's good. And Bayley can look really good and Bayley can make other people look really good. Like I would like to see that. I would much prefer to be seeing that than what we're seeing. But we're just two dudes. So
the next match is the Cleveland Steamer. Liv Morgan defending against Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
This has to be the main event, right?
No, the way that this is ordered, it's not.
If these are ordered correctly, I'll be shocked.
Well, it makes sense the way they're kind of ordered.
Is CM Punk, Drew McIntyre? Okay, that makes sense then. Never mind. This is another match that I'm actually super excited for.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's going to be a lot of storytelling. And I definitely don't think this is the last time we're going to see these two women go at it over the next 6 months. I think we're in for this as a feud for quite a while. And
I'm here for it.
Dude, it's been so fun with Rhea off camera. Like just Liv doing whatever she wanted. And then when you brought her back, I just said her name. When you brought Rhea back, it went so well. Like I've enjoyed the shit out of it. I don't know how I feel about Liv up in the stands crying because like Dom told her off. Like that was a little.
Well, that's a setup, a swerve.
I assume, but I don't know. There's something. They're doing something fun. Dom might completely turn on Rhea in this match. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know. There's that potential. But look, I want to see Liv actually, prove that she deserves to be in the match from a wrestling standpoint too.
Rhea's the perfect person to put her in there with for that.
Yeah, because she's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Next match.
Yes.
Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
With the undisputed WWE Championship defending against Solo.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't really care about this. Solo hasn't earned it yet. Like they're doing the whole thing. This is a build. I don't really care for it. I think there's going to be interference. It's probably going to be messy. I don't think it's going to be a clean match. I don't think it's going to be a fun match. But what I want to see is Cody Rhodes versus Ron Killings. Dude, have you seen that that interview with the two of them? You got to watch it. I caught every clip there is to catch of it. but it's basically R-Truth, interviewing Cody Rhodes, but it's not really an interview. And they start going down the road of like their story. And Cody is like really into letting R-Truth know that he still has like unfinished business with him. And there's, dude, it is weird and awesome, and it is a great watch. It is a fantastic watch. And I want to see it. I want to see those two in the ring before R-Truth is gone. But this storyline with the bloodline thing, is Roman Reigns coming back? It is SummerSlam. I don't know what we're gonna get, but
It makes sense to bring Roman back here,
or The
because
Rock.
then, well, you're right, or The Rock, and then you can transition to the bloodline for War Games and build up another contender for Cody.
So again, as a match, I don't really think it's going to be much, but it
The blow
probably,
off.
yeah, the messy other storytelling is, it could be good. It could leave too much to be desired. We'll find out,
Next match, Logan Paul defending the U.S. Championship for the third time, and he's been champion for 162 days or something, versus LA Knight. Yeah.
Can we just go to the next match?
I think LA takes the title here, right?
Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't care. I don't like him. I'm not going to like him. I don't like his gimmick. He has no ability to cut good promos. He just says a bunch of like
catchphrases.
Little fucking catchphrases, and it's fucking stupid. And I get the thing, I get it, but at some point you got to be more than that. Now in the ring, he's okay. So it might be a good match, honestly.
Logan's great.
Logan can go, man.
Yeah.
So it might be an exciting match. The
promos have been fun, with like the lead in where Logan comes home and LA's in his pool and stuff like that.
So they're doing the Hollywood thing, right? It's the over guy versus the promoter. Yeah, the promoter. And that's okay. It just doesn't, it should be in my opinion, it should be on a pre-show. Like that's a pre-show match for me.
But it's mainstream because of Logan Paul.
And they'll put him at
Cleveland,
the top.
right?
I don't know. And they'll put him at the top of the card because the Prime bottle,
Yeah.
Hold on. I don't mind any of that shit. Okay, I really don't. I'm not gonna hold it against him. And make your money, kid. Like that's not, I have no issue with that. I wish they weren't holding the United States belt down in the land of, the Miz back in the day. Like in this, it's fun. Or it's supposed to be fun, but it's not. It's boring. They're kind of making it a joke. Like the belt is kind of a prop. And I don't like any of the championships being used as props. They should be used as something that you earn and then you have to keep by being good and doing good things in the business. Okay. I don't like any of the belts seeming like a prop. This belt seems like a prop. Now, because of Paul being Paul, in my opinion, with all the money and the hype and everything else, he should be fighting guys. He should be holding that belt up to guys that are coming down off of championship status, like main card status, or going up to main card status. Like their next stop is a championship run, because he has so much draw, but we're giving the heat to mid. No, you're not. Nobody cares. Nobody's there to see them. Everybody's there to see Logan be Logan, and I wish if with the power that he brings, I wish they were holding the belt up to a higher standard, because right now it doesn't feel like good business for the belt. My opinion. My opinion.
Okay. The match you wanted me to skip over and not talk about, we did our
We
longest.
talked about the most. Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
how about
Yeah.
that?
That's
Next
why we should have
match.
skipped it.
Sami Zayn defending the Intercontinental title against Braun Breaker.
I hope they put on a better match than any of the shit that they've done so far. That's all I can say about that.
Is it time to switch?
To switch the belt?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Personally, I'd rather if they're gonna switch it, then I hope the next thing that happens is that what's his name gets a better gimmick and then gets a run with it. He's Ilya Dragunov.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like him a lot, but the trunks are awful and the gimmick is just not there. But I like him. I like his style. I like what he does. He does some good work. I am not a fan of Braun Breaker.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. I get the bulldog thing and I like the when he runs the ropes hard, I get it, but it's oof, it's I don't want to say the word cringe because it makes me feel like I'm trying to be younger than I am, but it kind of makes me wince. Like, like is
Okay.
that cool? And then like, oh, I run around the ring and tackle you. Fact of the matter is, everybody could do that. Like, you're not doing anything. Like, that's not. Eh. Oh, I go super fast when I do it. No, I like Dragunov though. Out of the three of them right now, I would rather see Braun Breaker fucking drop out of this picture and see Sammy and Dragunov do a little turn, a little program, because I think those two could put on a fucking
Great
show.
match.
Yeah. So there you go.
All right. The other match, I'm sure they're
Braun probably wins it though. By the way, just since I know you wanted that, I think you're right. I think Braun probably takes it.
It's a big show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give him a bump.
Yep.
I think there probably will be more matches added. Maybe. There's not anyone black on the show. It was mentioned. So, and you would think that they would want to put Jade on here, maybe?
For what?
I don't know.
Look, these matches.
They're good matches.
Yeah.
It's all title matches. So
Yeah.
maybe
But
a pre-show.
I get what you're saying. Well, yeah.
Maybe. I believe this could be the main event. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a singles match. Seth freaking Rollins as the guest referee.
Dude, when I was watching Raw and I figured out that's what was coming, I kind of marked out. I'll be honest. I did. Like, I think it's brilliant. I don't know how I didn't see it coming, how I didn't because I mean, he's been in the middle of it the whole time, right? Like, well, somebody's been in the middle of it. It always kind of feels like it's Seth that's in the middle of it, but
he's been involved.
Yeah, and I mean, dude, I think as a fan, like we are, I think it adds another layer because I think everybody's pretty familiar with how CM Punk and Seth Rollins actually like get along, if you'll call it that.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you put a situation like that with a guest referee and you have like not like real heat, not just like you have backstage heat, not just like real life heat, that makes it interesting like 10 times more to me, because you never know what's gonna fucking happen when somebody goes off script, does something, and it changes the flow a little bit, like it in there's an unpredictability to this match that I really enjoy, and I have no idea who wins. None.
I watched this is what San Diego Comic-Con this week, the big comic show, and Punk was there.
Okay.
They asked him if it would be a gimmick match. He said, Seth is the gimmick. You're putting a hat on a hat on a hat? Oh, Seth would probably do that. Like, you could see the disdain for Seth being involved.
Dude.
And Punk is just a fucking master, man. Like,
he is. And he's not afraid to say shit.
Right.
Like he's the master at how he says it, but like he has no issues saying it.
Mhm.
And sometimes I think that it kind of fucks with people a little bit, and I think it pisses some people off, like legitimately, not just because oh he's a big mouth. No, I do think there are times where because he is the guy who just says shit, that sometimes he says some things that other people in the business publicly don't necessarily want said
Right.
on their name. You know what I mean? Like on their name. And because it is still a performance based business, and he likes to talk to the people that he's talking to. And I think you can see it sometimes where he's not talking to a character, he's talking to the person.
Mhm.
And I don't think everybody appreciates that the same way. I don't think it goes over with everybody. And I think it's been apparent through his business dealings that this is probably pretty spot on. Um, and I think it'll be a very interesting thing. It's unpredictable to me. Can you tell me how to end it? Can you tell me how this match ends? Can you tell me who gets involved? How, like what the outcome is? Because to me, that's the thing that makes it very interesting. I'm going into it with no expectations for how it ends because it could end a million fucking ways. And
Right.
I think any one of them would be entertaining.
Right. In 3 months, I don't think you're gonna remember who wins or loses because I don't think it matters.
100%. I'm
So
with you
I
on
think
that.
that's the
Yeah.
dynamic of it. You just wanna see the story and how it plays out.
Yeah, this is a build match, right?
Right.
This is the like
What,
the first match that you're putting down.
8 months into the build right now
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
the WrestleMania or Royal Rumble. This is a really good card. I hope we don't have any more than normal with the come visit Cleveland
Oh,
videos during the commercials. I'm sure we will.
Pennsylvania.
Uh, Pacing wise, I don't want it to go more than 3.5 hours.
Oh, well, I you might be fucked on that because they've been doing, you know, 2.5, 3 hour shows with
5 matches.
five matches. So you've
Give
got
another
8
two
there.
in.
So
Yeah, I
you
mean Bailey and the refrigerator shouldn't probably go more than 10 minutes, right?
I think you're looking at a 4 hour show.
Uh, it might be tough to stomach, but you never know.
It's fucking SummerSlam, dude. Like
Yeah,
it's not
what
like
is it next
it's
year?
gonna
Two
be
years. It's
so
two nights.
I feel like they switched it up. So the first thing they said was that it was going to be the first 2 night SummerSlam was going to be in Minnesota in
Minnesota.
2026. But now it sounds like that's what they're doing. They're doing a 2 night SummerSlam next year in Indianapolis, right?
I believe so.
So
I'm
it's
so
almost
confused.
like they
Added
but
it.
this is the last. It seems like this is going to be the last year where it's only one night and then it's going to a 2 night show. So you know, I'm not going to complain tonight. SummerSlam, I think 2 years ago was 6 hours, wasn't it?
Is that the
Because
Nashville show?
it was like a 2 hour pre-show and then a 4 hour main show. So
You
I
might be
mean,
right. Is that
yeah,
when Damage Control formed? That one?
yeah, I think so. I think
Okay.
that's, but like,
Or no,
so
last year was Brock and Cody. That was a
okay,
good show, if you
yeah,
remember that.
but I don't. I mean, it's SummerSlam, dude. They're
Mm.
not gonna they're not gonna do like a 3 hour tight or 2.5 hours show.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Okay.
be at least four. I'm thinking it'll probably go 4.5. Honestly,
Yeah, you might be right.
yeah.
It's what Saturday? It's Saturday, right?
Saturday. It's gonna be worth every minute because I mean, honestly, even if um Bailey and Naya isn't the best match ever, um
Yeah.
and there's at least LA Knight and Paul should be entertaining at least.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
Um
long. Be
but
13
it'll
minutes.
so you've got a couple of matches to catch your breath, and
Yeah.
you know, so there's nothing wrong with that. But man, the bangers are bangers. Like there's no way they're not going to be top notch unless something goes wrong.
You could see Braun going like 30 seconds and just squashing
I
Sammy
could,
too.
yeah, you could for a pacing change. You could see that. You
Yeah.
could see him like break him in half and just have
Yeah.
it be over. I don't know if they
I
do
don't think they would
Sammy
do
that
that.
way,
Yeah.
but you could. And the other thing I was thinking is I think that's like personally, I was going to say that something similar, just that I think it has to be a match where Sammy has to basically not be able to move if he's going to lose the belt because he's gone way too far to hold on to this belt at this point.
Right.
And that's why without like a stipulation, I just don't know if this is Braun's time. After watching Raw, I was like, dude, this has to be a last man standing match at some point because they are like, that is the whole gimmick for Sammy is to be the dude that never gives up. And Braun is a breaker. So, you know, like I just, so maybe, I don't know. We're in for a good show. I'm excited about it.
Good. Good.
10 minutes.
I'm just seeing something on the Twitter machine.
Oh,
July 28th, 1982. Does that date have any significance? It's July 28th, 2024 right now, but
July 28th, 1982.
mm-hmm.
I was 5 months old.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
No, I was 5 months old.
okay.
So
David Letterman show. Andy Kaufman got slapped by Jerry Lawler.
Oh,
Setting that feud up. About that.
Dude, when Jim Carrey did that with Jerry with the
Man
King.
on the Moon.
Yeah, for that movie. Watching the documentary, like they were filming behind the scenes that whole movie. And they didn't want any of the footage to get out. So they made a movie about it way later. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but yeah, Jerry had no fucking clue at that time that Jim was going to act like that. And yeah. And it was like, so it turned into a real work. Like it turned into a real, like a shoot essentially, which is exactly what Andy did to him, you know, but when Jim Carrey was being Andy for the movie, he did the exact same thing to him and threw him off, man. And he was, you know, cause he was an older man at that point. Fuck. Jerry the King Lawler, boys and girls. Yeah. He's going to be on a cruise.
The Jericho Rock and Roll Cruise.
I'm telling you, you want to talk about something to donate money to, we need to start a GoFundMe right now for sending us on that fucking cruise, and we will go in Speedos, people.
Live streaming.
Fuck yeah. Me and fucking Maz in Speedos on a standing next to Chris Jericho.
Gyrating to Fozzy.
Fozzy. Yeah. Oh my God.
And if the GoFundMe gets $1,000 each for each of us spending money, we'll put our banana hammocks in the Bucks' mouths. How about that?
Oh my God. I was thinking about that too, dude. If we got we'd have to do a show and just keep talking shit because we've established that that's what we do. But if we're doing it from the boat, and posting it from there, I have a feeling they'd see it and that'd be set up a confrontation.
Yeah, that boat would probably smell so much though. Deodorant.
Dude, okay, let's not do that. We'll keep those ones up here. All right, guys. Are we done?
We are done. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.
Tell
us how pretty we are. Donate to sackshop.io. And
check out the GoFundMe.
Check out the GoFundMe. We'll see you guys next week after SummerSlam.
Later.